Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and today we are looking at spinny rotors, or more exactly rotors that are no longer spinning with thrusters stuck upon them and a script to keep them actually functioning with the control panels or cockpits of your ships. This has been around for ages, but I only just got my head out of my own arse and looked at it, and, well, honestly, it's pretty damn incredible. I love it. If ever I build more things, surely this will be one of the main things I'll go to. So, we're going to start out with this lovely little ship here, which, if you look at it, it looks like it might have a little bit of trouble going up and down, but believe it or not, we can go ahead and make sure we press the number 4 to turn on the programmable block on the back with the script, and you don't even need that timer block that I just have for the heck of it. And we can do space and we'll actually go up. Now, we do drift backwards a little bit, but you can see the thrusters at the back of the ship are trying to cancel it. This is just me holding spacebar. So if you want to go straight up, you just hold space and maybe tap W just a little bit. You can actually fly around with it, and it's pretty incredible. Same with going forward, we can just hold W and ta-da, thrusters pointing out to the sides. Not the most efficient, but it works, and you can fly your ship around, and, well, honestly, I think it's pretty damn crazy cool. Something I thought was in the default game, but apparently not, but with a simple script you can get it running. I'll have a link to that in the description below, but I absolutely adore this way of setting stuff up. Now, this ship is a little bit sluggish, a little bit drifty. Even left and right does work, so if I was to go ahead and say, hey, drift to the left, ta-da, we go to the left, drift to the right, we go to the right. Of course, the ship's so underpowered it takes a little while to keep it moving, and of course, like I said, it does sort of want to drift forward or backwards a little bit since the thrusters are offset, but I got a few other versions we're going to go ahead and look at right now. So, next up is this lovely little guy, which is basically the same thing, except for I've gone ahead and refined the back panel a bit, got rid of the unnecessarily timer block. Again, it's just a simple script that's running and it refreshes itself. You got to go to your cockpit or whatever is going to be controlling the ship and put the word reference in there. Just have that word sitting there and it's smart enough to find it and just work. It's incredible. I also upped the power a little bit on this since we got more thrusters, and well, let's just hop into it, shall we? And you can see on this one, well, I love the way it looks and it functions a little bit better. If I was to turn this around, slow us up. You can see, again, you can strafe, and now you get a few different thrusters firing, but it's still the same thing. Whichever one is facing closest to that direction, the script is smart enough to know that, hey, I should use that one to propel us in that direction. It automatically tries to counter any weird drift you might get. And of course, this one's a little bit more balanced since we have one facing, negative 45 degrees that way, and another one 45 degrees that way, so it automatically sort of keeps itself from having that drift we had on the previous one, which is pretty damn awesome. I love it. So yeah, you can fly these around, have a little bit of fun with these, and they look like something almost out of an anime Gundam thingamajig, but, well, they also just look awesome in their own right too, I think. So let's go ahead and hover ourselves down. We got some other things to look at here, and let's try not to crash as we fly back. I do love this thing. And we're gonna hit something. Eep. Dink. So yeah, let's hop out of that since it's not the most maneuverable. We got another one here. It's the same exact thing, but it's a drone. So we could go ahead and take control of that little guy. And again, it's really the same exact thing. It's just, I think, 3, maybe 4 little reactors stuck in there, 1 gyroscope, and of course the antenna and control block, and the programmable block we got there. So let's go ahead and say thruster drone, and control me, and control. There we go. And if I say and again, I'm going to slap myself. So you can see this little happy guy, super duper maneuverable compared to the ones we were just in. I absolutely love the way it looks and maneuvers. The other ones I could have boosted the gyroscopics on them and gotten them moving a little bit faster, but I decided not to because they became, well, nigh impossible to control. You'll see on the hotbar I do have little controls down there to boost stuff up and down. But let's see, let's try to get this. There we go. Looking at our character here so we can get it right up and... oh, frack it. Let's just fly it around a little bit, shall we, instead of me trying to faff around at all. It's a little bit hard to control as I think I flipped it upside down. I did. Now that should be easier. So yeah, this one, a lot quicker. It's a pretty speedy little beast, and I absolutely adore the dang thing. I love it. And of course we can do number 1 and get the camera view of it. Unfortunately, then you can't see how bloody cool it is when you're flying it around, which is a bit of a, well, it breaks my heart actually a little bit. And of course you can see some other things we'll be looking at here in a minute, won't we? Yes. Let's buzz ourselves back over here so our drone's not sitting 300 miles out of the way. And again, like the other ones, this can maneuver in every direction, even though none of the thrusters are actually connected to the main grid, nor do they face that specific direction. Yeah, nor are they actually have their own control grids on each of the rotors. They're just on their own. People have probably seen this a million times before, but I'm only just getting into it. I love this little drone. This is probably one of my favorites just because of how compact and just awesome it is. Anyway, moving on from that, we have this, which is just like the ones we saw before, you know, same sort of setup, but I'm sure you've seen it already. There's Gatling guns on it. So we have a combat version. And so we can just have a little bit of fun with that and see how it would look if maybe you had probably a drone version of this, just with Gatling stuck on it so you could buzz around and blast the crap out of stuff. Seizure warning though, because of course, when you stick Gatlings right next to your cockpit, you get blinded by the insane light. But boy, is that ever fun, eh? And of course, we're in an artificial gravity well, hence the forth, everything falls down whenever you shoot it. But that is fun. Okay, enough of that little guy. Since it's pretty much the same exact thing as the other one, just with turrets on it. This isn't anything. This is literally just a piece that I can copy and paste around to better build these out instead of having to rebuild them every time. Buzzing over to this is our last little drone, the smallest of them, which also I adore. I love drones. So let's do thruster drone small, control me, and click on control. There we are. Happy little guy he is. I love that he's not symmetrical in every direction. It's just left and right that he's symmetrical. So you can buzz about and have a little bit of fun. I mean, I guess up and down he's sort of symmetrical, but I don't know. It reminds me of those like missile interceptor ships that, what was it, the Japanese created? Actually, were they missile interceptors or satellite interceptors? I think they were satellite interceptors. Anyway, they were awesome. They had these little that move about. Maybe I'll throw something in if I can find a video of them, but they are awesome. But yeah, I love this little happy dude. He's so simple, but wonderful and cute and adorable, and he almost looks like if you scaled him up, he'd be a huge, awesome spaceship. But yeah, I love him. And of course, we gotta do our number 1 key and get into the camera and instantly crash it. I wonder how much damage that did. Of course, the only way to really tell would be to hop back out of the camera, which might lose us full control. So if we do an F... Oh no, we're still in control of him. Cool. And look, no damage. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. I love this little guy. Oh wow, we did a lot of damage there, didn't we? I love this little drone. He's so happy. Okay, dokie. Anyway, moving on from this, we got this big thing with 1,000,001,000 rotors. And on this one, it becomes a little bit more important that I actually explain how I've set the rotors up on all of this. And then we can actually do that from this guy right here. So we'll do... Oh, actually, we can't, because it doesn't show up on that. So we'll have to actually fly over there. Exit that control, fly over to our friendly little drone, now looking at our big monolith of confusion and insanity. I was going to start out with this one first, but it's pretty much the same principle. So we'll just hop straight to this, shall we? And on this, let's hop into the cockpit so I can show you. Let's press K, let's go to rotors, boop. And you can see on this, I've set a degree. I set them to 15 degrees so that it'll actually, you know, each rotor will be 15 degrees more over. Hence we get this beautiful pattern spanning out from everything that you also saw at the beginning of the video. And then we go to them and lock them, boop, boop, so they don't move. Share inertial tension, so they'll be sort of locked to the whole grid as one. And then we turn them off so that they don't try to move or anything, because I found that if you copy and paste something without them turned off, they just start spinning. They ignore this upper and lower limit and just start spinning, and it is bad. Very bad. Like, not good. Oh my god, somebody help. Somebody do something. The world is coming to an end. Jesus Christ, how do I stop this nightmare mess? Oh my god, I got out of it. I'm never going to be able to get back in it. That sort of thing. Anyway, so, with that said, let's go ahead and actually just show it, because this works. It looks... Ooh, that could have been bad. It looks incredible, and it works. So yeah, you get this big, beautiful, almost like angel wings sticking out of thing. You could imagine I could make a different version where it would be tilted a little bit more, and we could have even more angel wings. I think that would be awesome. We're making that right now. Ta-da! Alright, so there we go. We've added some madness to the whole thing. And hopefully this won't go horribly wrong. Luckily I did just save, so let's see. W, do we fly? We fly, and now we got even more angel wings. Now, I did want them to be slightly more acute towards the left and right, sort of making it look more like wings, but, well, you know, I botched that horribly. Also, we seem to be burning through our own stuff, so that'll go horribly wrong in a minute. But hey, I've made a crazy flying starfish. So there you go. Crazy flying starfish. And we have the big beam out the back of it. Not even necessary, of course, since we could just do spacebar, and you can see how many of those thrusters are firing right now. Of course, they're trying to slow our forward momentum, but they're also trying to move us upwards. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's pretty damn cool. And of course, I do have gyroscopes on this, but they're so weak that it's a little bit hard to actually turn and maneuver with this. That's better. And so is that. There we go. So now we can very slowly actually turn the thing. So yeah, this is rotors with thrusters. Thrusters that you can control through rotors. Something I went looking for the other day and found out that I already had a script to do that somebody had made. Again, that'll be in the description down below. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool and, well, just overall pretty incredible looking. And, yeah, I hope you guys make great use of it. You probably already knew, so I just hope you also enjoyed the nonsensical little machines that I have thrown together for your enjoyment. Anyway, this is Sage saying, goodbye. I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta.